you know what? Sometimes you've got to see that stuff. You got to see that stuff. Okie dokie. Welcome back to another episode of Reality Corp. My name is Ace Fanning, and I am an absolutely nobody. And I don't know why I have to keep reminding people that I see myself as a nobody.
Because they know. They are aware.
They're like, who does this guy think he is? I'm like, nobody. I literally think I'm fucking nobody. Yes.
I never see a negative comment about you, Ace.
Oh, it's all right. You gotta search him out. It's okay. But guys, I am joined today by, you know what? She's on my last fucking nerve this morning.
Already?
Anna Quincoces, former Real Housewife of Miami, because when you tell her to tone it down, she hears rev it up.
Okay.
Anna, how are you? How are you doing this morning?
I'm good. I'm waiting to be served. This lawsuit that is forthcoming, apparently.
Yeah.
And I think that what happened is that Masoud and Stephanie's feelings got hurt because I either said the truth or I gave my opinion. So here's what I've seen in the comments and what people are sending us to the email. You're not saying anything that everybody doesn't know. That's what I get a lot. Everyone knows this. All you have to do is to go to the Miami-Dade courthouse and you'll get copies of all this. Do I think he's financially unstable? Well, my opinion of that comes from seeing more than one foreclosure. So if you see somebody being foreclosed on, doesn't that kind of give you an inkling that maybe they're not, whatever? It could be a strategic foreclosure, but how many will be strategic?
Also, here's my thought is if you are in, why does that bother you?
Well, come on, Ace. They go on the show to give this idea that they are very affluent and that they have this fabulous lifestyle. And the fact is that they do. Do you see what I'm saying? I don't think that they're completely broke. I think that they probably don't have, if they're going through foreclosure or that it was settled, whatever. There was a time when the cash flow wasn't what it should be, because if not, they would not have gone into foreclosure. That's what I'm saying. For me, it's important, Ace, that the reason, you probably go they said, tone it down. Why don't you just tone it down? Because we can't do that, Ace. We owe our listeners who we are. Imagine if every person... We owe them
to rev it up, baby.
Maybe not rev it up, but just do what I would normally do. So what I would normally do, if I'm getting a frivolous lawsuit or being threatened by a frivolous lawsuit, I'm going to complain about it because that's who I am. I think their lawyers, lacks a bit of experience. I think he's a hothead. And our lawyers are frickin' Miami legal royalty. Okay? And I think he'll realize that he's a bit out of his depth, I believe. Either way, I don't doubt that just for, just to prove a point that they might file anyway. I don't know. I don't care. I'm happy to see this through. Never mind that it has done wonders for a podcast.
Here's my thought process. Okay, let's just break it down. We're losers at the very bottom of the pyramid, and we're going to be the ones that, you want to go after?
Well, I mean,
get
look,
a life. Get a fucking life. Right. That's all I want to say is, to Masoud, to Stephanie, shut the fuck up and get a life. We are low lifes. We don't have a life. That's why we're here. And you guys apparently should be busy running your big fucking businesses and your fucking jets and all that. Right. Why are you listening to Reality Court? We're all fucking losers here.
The lawyer's hanging on your every word. Oh, Anna, you're going to get us sued. You also say, I can't even believe that he thinks that is where to hang your legal hat on. You know nothing.
No, I'm an idiot. I'm the dumbest fucking person I know, honestly.
Every podcast is saying the same thing. Every comment, they would legitimately have to sue everybody. And I can tell you, just having so many friends who are judges, having been engaged to a former U.S. attorney. I've met a lot of judges
Same.
in my life, and they do not like the court docket to be filled up with frivolous lawsuits, especially about reality TV and Real Housewives. So that's where we are.
Do you want to know how much time is allotted for my son's court case every single month? He gets 15 minutes to talk about the future of his life. Where will he end up? And 10 minutes of that 15-minute court hearing is set trying to figure out when we will have the next court date. So, like, I'm sorry that I don't have any empathy for you and your fucking bullshit. I hope you take this and I hope you shove it up your raggedy, old, nasty, wrinkled asshole that looks like an old prune.
Right. He put himself in this position. When you put yourself on reality TV, and I know you are subjecting yourself to criticism, ridicule, mocking, and all sorts of investigative shit to find out who you really are, and people will talk. Just insert the tampon back in there because you're acting like a prepubescent girl.
I think the whole thing is incredibly stupid.
Yeah, it is. But
you know,
I will keep you guys all
get a
posted
life.
with every aspect of this. If I am served, I've already told Ken he needs to go outside through the garage, get the leaf blower, and I will open the door and you blow my hair like this back, like I'm Beyoncé. Thank you, Beyoncé. And
Yes.
And then I will accept service of process. But it's got to be a moment to share with our fans.
I hope you call the paparazzi.
I don't know that there's paparazzi here, but
Oh, darn it. Do you remember when Lynn Curtin's daughter got served on Real Housewives of Orange County?
no.
Oh,
What
my
was it
God.
about?
That was a foreclosure. Or no, they're getting evicted from
I
their
remember
rental.
that. I remember that.
Yes, and the guy comes to the door and he's like, for something Curtin, I don't remember her husband's name, and then she gets served on camera. I was like, what a great moment.
Right.
You know?
Well, it has to happen that way. Here, I'm not answering the door unless I'm full glam.
right.
I have like a red sequins little get up waiting there. So just
perfect.
Yeah. I mean, look, my hair is pretty good. So do it today.
Gotcha.
If you're gonna do it, do it today.
Gotcha. Well, they won't hear it till tomorrow,
Oh well, that's fine.
but I think they're one of the first listens, so that's
Oh
fine.
no, 100%. I see the views on stories. Like this guy is actually. This has become like I'm embarrassed for you. I'm having fun with it, which you don't understand, but honestly, you can't pay for this kind of publicity. We have so many people that have said, "Oh my God, I heard about this. I've just started listening to your podcast and I'm binging everything. Where have you been all my life?" You're not seeing
Hell
those
yeah.
comments. So thank you. That's all I can say. Thank you.
Wow, thank you.
you.
So, anyways, that's our legal update today. I will be representing us in court.
Well, that's another
with
thing
all of my
that he assumed.
with all my experience.
He assumed it says, since you said you're going to represent, I said I defend myself. That doesn't mean I'm representing myself. I mean, you know the saying, the lawyer who represents himself has a fool for a client. I guess that's why he was so bold, because he thought that I was going to represent all of us. The funny thing to me is, like, I'm going to sue you, and I'm going to sue him, whatever, and I'm going to sue. Lawyers don't use the word sue. I'm going to file,
Oh, yes.
file suit, I'm going to file an action, or I'm going to file.
First thing I learned when I went to Yale, we say file, not sue. Absolutely.
I mean, it's just a department of the redundancy department, You just don't have to say it.
Right, the redundancy department. Guys, well, let's move on from these losers. And
I want to talk about Kiki.
Okay. Now, Kiki, my girl, she was on Carlos King's podcast.
Still? After you heard that podcast, still?
Let me tell you something. I am in an era right now where I will defend whoever it is I need to defend to the death. There is no stopping me. I will defend Katie. I will defend Kiki. I will defend Brittany. Like, I don't care. So what did she say in the Carlos King interview that you're just like, oh my God, how are you still defending her? Give it to me. Shoot it at me. Tell me. Because I watched it and I was like, wow, I really feel for her.
Really?
Yes, 100%.
It is my opinion
Maybe
that she is racist.
No. No.
Yep. In order to stay in the good graces of all the other, kissing us to the other people, she turned her back on her Haitian sister. Listen, if you don't have solidarity...
She said the reason I was doing that was because I was trying to get her to leave, and I was going to leave with her.
Okay.
Makes total sense to me.
I've always loved Carlos King, but, the most beautiful, the most fan favorite, everybody wants her back. Everyone wants her to have a mojito. Where is he getting this information? Just you?
Me.
You talked to him.
He was like, I follow Ace Fanning on Instagram, and this guy, he's everybody. He's everybody everywhere all at once, Yep. And it is true. The Kiki fan club is huge. I mean, I am constantly getting people trying to join.
Do you read comments, though? Do you read that she admitted that her own community, she's getting a lot of backlash from that?
Yes. No, but I don't read the comments. I'm too ADHD for that. My wife loves to dig into comments.
Well,
she
you only
lives
read
in the
shit
comment
bad
section.
about you, which is just really kind of sick when you think about it.
Right, very. But no, I don't read the comments, especially the negative ones about my girl. Who needs that in their life?
She not only unfollowed but blocked Kiki. Kiki brought
She
her
needed
into
a
the
break.
show. She would not.
First of all, you know what? You're calling Gertie Kiki.
I'm sorry.
What? Yeah.
Gertie brought
put some
her into
respect
the
on
show.
their names.
Gertie brought her in the show. But for Gertie, she wouldn't exist in our world. A little gratitude goes a long way.
So for the rest of her life, she has to kiss Gertie's ass because she got her on the show. She recommended her for the show.
Right. No, but a little gratitude.
You have to be liked in order for them to want to pick you. So
no.
Cool. You
I
gave me the
understand
recommendation
that she was liked, and I really liked the fact that she was shocked that she's liked because she goes, "I'm not even funny," and I'm like, "That is correct. You are not funny."
She's very.
She did say that. I even felt that Carlos King at some point was a little uncomfortable with all the shit she was saying because it didn't make sense. She was just spewing out words, she was deflecting, and I don't trust her, I don't trust her. And by the way, we haven't always been a huge Gertie fans, but honestly, when you look past, some of the stuff that maybe you don't like if you think, oh, she's a lot, she's this, she's that, I don't even think that anymore because I consider her life experiences. I see somebody that's more honest and more consistent and more not afraid to speak her truth, and also not afraid to not be buddies with the really, she's super good friends with Adriana. I mean, if you really think about it, Adriana's the bottom of the barrel, right? Nobody cares about Adriana. It saddens me.
I'm sure Adriana's gonna. Here's another filed suit against you.
No,
Adriana's doesn't like to be called bottom of the barrel. No, I'm kidding.
By the way, I was the bottom of the barrel, but I'm just saying that they don't care about her.
We still are.
Like they should. Okay.
Yeah.
They should give her more than what she's getting. More airtime, more everything. People love her, so she has, created this solidarity with Adriana and with Lisa. That is probably not in her best interest because the producers are up Marisol and Alexia's ass. And Larsa, of course. So, whatever.
Everyone's up Larsa's ass. There's nowhere else to be. Takes over all of Miami.
Lumpy and Bumpy. I have never been so happy to hear anything in my life. Lisa is so funny.
Lisa is very funny.
Oh, my God. She's like, Petty Pippen. Lumpy and Bumpy. And she's like, what are you talking about? And I was like, she's talking about your ass.
Yeah, as we all are. Listen, I don't think that I'm going to recruit a lot of people over to the Kiki fan club right now, and that's okay because we're doing huge stuff over here in the Kiki fan group, okay? We are focused on much bigger things.
Right.
Like
the Kiki fan group of one, because our listeners are on my side. Also, our listeners did not think ratchet was a racially charged word, and many of them, some black girls said she is ratchet.
Yes. But one, I think that obviously, like, if a black woman wants to call her that, that's fine. But I will say this. That a black woman came on and she said, listen, like, take it from me. I'm a black woman. It's not what you think it is. And I said, okay, I will take your word for it, because if you look at me, I am not a black woman.
Just a woman.
I am a white woman.
Right.
Just a woman.
I think
Just
that
Adriana,
she cleared up
Karen.
saying that she meant wretched. And I actually, I know you may not believe it, but I do, because she gets so many words wrong.
Right.
You know, I think she meant miserable. It's just that the word ratchet didn't make sense. You know, it didn't go. So
wretched doesn't really make sense to me. You're being
wretched, like
wretched?
you're being like mean and
she
messy.
could have just said you're being messy.
Okay, but
that's a very easy word.
Okay, but she likes to use big words. She goes to Harvard.
And I'm sorry, but like, you can't bitch about Kiki age shaming you when you did the exact same thing to Marisol. Like, you're
different.
old, get your knees done.
They're the same age.
on.
By the way, Marisol once again doubled down on the fact that Adriana's older than her. Stop saying that. It only serves to make you look bad. Like, what kind of life had you led that makes you younger than Adriana and yet look like that?
Your hairline is so far forward. I want to get that.
This? But not Teresa forward, right?
No. But it's just like there's a surgery now you can do. Chrissy Teigen got
that you
where
pull
they
this forward?
Yes, and I want that so bad.
I'm kidding.
No, but I'm just like I've seen you a million times, but
forehead, which is good.
Oh, you're lucky. Blessed.
Hashtag
blessed. Be.
I think there's a
Exactly.
very, very big difference calling somebody that is your just
age.
among your same age group or more or less close to a year or two old when you yourself are old. She's telling her old in that you don't look as good as I do for our age, and those are facts. Those are facts. But if Kiki says it as a very young person, it is demeaning.
Who's hot.
It is demeaning.
Yeah. Okay,
there's a difference.
I think this is an age thing. I think that old people are offended by this because you guys were told to respect your elders, and I do not respect my elders.
And if I had a problem with that, Ace, we wouldn't be doing this. You call me old all the time. I don't care about that. Age is experience. Age, you'll see one day. You know why I don't care? Because you'll be my age one day, and you'll be like, man.
One day. I know, and I also I fully own the fact that one day I will be a crotchety old man, and I will fucking hate myself then too. Yeah, like I hate myself now. I'm gonna hate myself then. Like, I'm
you'll
never
hate yourself less.
You think?
Oh God, I had a period of horrible self-loathing, and it's like I look at those pictures now and I go, do you realize how hot you were? Do you realize how young you were? Do you realize that the world was your oyster and that you had everything ahead of you?
You are literally at your hottest right now.
No.
Yes.
Okay.
You are so hot.
Oh,
you look. No, don't let that go to your head. Okay. But like we look at you, I look at you from like when you're on Miami, and I'm telling you, you look 10 years younger now than you did then. Well, like you're fucking killing it.
Okay, good. I will take that.
Yeah. I think, you know what, when you have to show up in court, you're going to look great when the paparazzi's out front.
Exactly.
Yeah.
For sure.
Can't wait.
And when I answer the door to be
Do you think that will we be on court TV?
I mean, we may not be on court TV, but we'll make sure.
I've been not doing my shots lately. I think I need to get back on the shots. I need to lose the weight.
10 pounds.
Yes, in case we're on court TV.
Right.
Oh, God. I got to lose 50 then. Yeah.
I mean, if not, the paparazzi will get us walking in and stuff. Mm-hmm. How do you think Pat will look? I mean, he's from Omaha, so he probably doesn't know what to wear. Do you think he'll know what to wear?
We'll have to dress him.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh. Hey, Pat.
I think he'll wear he'll wear a leisure suit.
I'll have Beth lay out my clothes for me.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you, Beth.
You know what? I think he's going to show up and he's going to look like those tiny twins from Selling Sunset.
Oh my God, the little twin stars. I love them.
Just kidding, Pat. We love you.
Pat.
You're
Just
beautiful.
be
And you're
picking
going to
out
be
your
dressed.
outfit. Be picking out your
Yeah.
I will. I have 3 ready.
Okay, don't go to Kohl's.
Okay.
I knew he was coming.
Oh my God. Listen, we've got a lot of other shit to talk about. We have so much happening in the world, like the important stuff.
Yes.
Like this is where you get your news.
Yes.
Last. And when I say news, I mean the least important stuff in the world. We're talking about it right here. Let's talk about Real Housewives of Orange County, because now the finger pointing has begun.
How do you feel about being wrong about that too? Being wrong about Kiki and being wrong about Katie. Stay away from K's.
I'm not wrong. No, here's the thing. My wife, Caitlin, was saying, I have a thing for K's.
I do too.
I'm
Both
defending
my girls have
Kiki
K
till the
names.
end. Yeah, I'm defending Kiki, Katie. My wife is Caitlin. Like, I fuck with a K, man. You know? Those are my girls.
Caitlin doesn't need defending, but...
Here's the thing. I absolutely believe that Gretchen said this, because if you watch the episode, so what we're talking about is whether or not Gretchen said she was roofied during Naked Wasted. In one interview, she says, in one conversation, she said she went to the hospital. But when she's in front of other people, she said, no, I said I felt like I could go to the hospital. Lies, lies, lies.
By the way,
you fucking JonBenet Ramsey look-alike in your confessionals.
I know that we're not supposed to judge people by their appearances, but this is reality court, so that's par for the course.
Right, that's fine. Yeah.
Okay, Gretchen is stuck in the 90s or whatever, for sure, but there was a part there where they had her up close, like from above, and there's some weird shit going out with her eyebrow. Like, she looked really weird and really old. Like, it's, man, what a difference lighting makes.
So now the finger pointing has started. So Gretchen, I believe, absolutely said this. Jen, who was at the same dinner, is like, I don't remember her saying that. Jen, I love you. I love Jen. I really, really do love Jen. But I think Jen's got a lot going on in her life. Maybe she didn't clock the conversation, okay? Because Gretchen absolutely said it. Now, Katie, she did lie about telling Kiki Monique, which, God, look at Kiki Monique. Like, she's now getting...
She's on Jeff.
You talk about the show, and well, more than that, she's on this week.
Oh.
She's going to be on Orange County. Like, what a blessing.
What a blessing.
What a blessing it is. Yeah. So I believe that she did tell Kiki Monique, and she says that, but she says, I didn't just make it up. And I said, no, she didn't.
Okay,
no.
but she
and
was
you know what
dishonest.
Else?
Again.
Because had she said, I did tell her, then she has to out Gretchen for actually saying it. She was trying to protect Gretchen. She's a great friend. Great friend. You want her on your meal train, for sure.
I do not want her anywhere near me. She is by far the most unlikable person on all of reality TV. Yeah.
Excuse me?
She's more annoying than anyone on Miami.
First of all, she's fucking beautiful.
I don't care what she is. That doesn't...
Number two, she keeps calm, which is something that I find so fucking hot about a person, because I don't know how to stay calm. Right. She does not ever lose her cool.
Because she doesn't have blood running through her veins. She is a calculated bitch who just will say whatever, and like, she could pass any polygraph test because she has no pulse. There'll be nothing because she doesn't care. You know, when you become emotional, that's because you care. She doesn't care. She's a calculated person.
Amazing, and I love her and her husband. And
he's a little pussy. He gets too involved in women's shit.
No, he doesn't.
Yeah, he does. Yeah, he does.
No, he doesn't. You're lying. You're lying.
I can't stand her.
Lying.
Please, guys, let us know how you feel in the
I already
YouTube
know how everyone
comments.
feels. Everyone hates Katie.
Okay, in
everyone
the YouTube comments, because apparently Ace reads every one of them. I'll go on every once in a while, but then I feel like I have to respond to everybody, because they take the time to write to us. But anyway, the point is that Katie is lying. Katie's no good. This is not Katie versus Tamra. I'm telling you to look at Katie as an isolated person. Would you want that person to be your... Well, I would not want... Let me not ask you, because she's on TV, so that's all you care about. I want nothing to do with Katie in my life. And if I had to choose somebody, I would choose, this is crazy, Tamra over Katie.
Oh, my God. No,
because
you would not. That is such a lie.
Because you see Tamra coming a mile away. You know what I mean?
No,
she can't control her emotions. The other one is cold as ice.
You're telling me that if you went to dinner with Gretchen and Slade and Gretchen said this to you, you're not immediately going to be talking to everyone about it?
About what? About the
roofie.
Absolutely, but then don't deny it. Then don't deny it. Listen.
She didn't want to throw Gretchen under the bus.
And why not? And why not if she said it? Listen, at some point in these shows, there's a coming to Jesus, and you have to say, in order to make yourself appear as not the biggest liar on the planet, you have to say, well, because she's taken photos, she's recorded people, she's done a million different things, and now this too. She's only people who are clean can have the thing of like, I have too much integrity to let somebody else take the fall. No, she has no integrity. So I don't even understand why you're doing this to bother me. Like, I think so, because...
No, I'm telling you right now, there are certain people I will defend forever, and I don't even care. Like, I'll be blind to it. Like, Monique Samuels.
Well, Monique Samuels can do no wrong, but what has Monique Samuels done?
No, Monique Samuels came out with a business called Not for Lazy Moms, and that's a terrible business name, and that's such a shit on moms, but
you're telling me there aren't lazy moms in the world?
No, but I'm just saying, like, she's thinking if you don't do what I do, you're a lazy mom. And I think that's terrible, but I don't care because it's Monique Samuels. And she could look at me, she could spit in my face and say you're a fucking loser.
She came out with that during the height of cancel culture where people were offended by everything. I think that's a great name. I don't care.
I think she's
I don't
stunning.
care. Like,
I will say Monique Samuels is the most gorgeous housewife we've ever had. And I would say Kiki is, but she's not a full housewife.
No, Kiki is nowhere near as beautiful as Monique Samuels. Nowhere near. No, there is no comparison.
You know who I think could be absolutely fucking stunning, but they just do everything wrong?
Who?
Giselle.
Oh my God, Giselle's gorgeous, but yeah, she has her.
It's like she does everything wrong for herself, but she's fucking insane.
She is gorgeous. She really is. You're
She's
right.
She's so gorgeous.
You're right. Those two, neck and neck.
Oh my God, that would be amazing. Anyways, what else is going on with Real Housewives of Orange County? I mean, our big focus is on this, but also, what is up? What does Tamra have on Heather Dubrow that she is so far up her ass? That's what I need to know.
Look, at first I thought it was just that she didn't want the wrath of Tamra because Tamra. So. Heather Dubrow is very, she tries to have a certain level of decorum. And then when somebody loses that and doesn't care about decorum, then she no longer has a fighting chance. You know what I'm saying? Like, Tamra doesn't give a shit about what's proper, what's articulate. She pauses before she makes every sentence. And it's like, this is what that whole thing won't work with Tamra. Tamra's like a bat out of hell. And so I think there's a part of her that's afraid of her, but now I'm starting to think that she's got something on her. Did she see Terry Dubrow with something up his ass or something somewhere? I don't know.
Probably. I felt like when Heather was at that restaurant and she was like, now, on to more important things. How hot is our waiter? I'm like, ew, I don't need to imagine you having sex, Grandma. Like, I'm sorry, but I don't need to see you and big puff face Dubrow having sex.
I don't think there's that much sex there.
No, and I just felt like it was very, like, played up. Like, oh, my God, look how hot he is.
She's trying to change the subject because she will not address the Tamra thing. And I also think, I know you don't love Shannon, but I like Shannon because I don't know why I like Shannon. There's no rhyme or reason as to why I like some people.
I told you I came over to Shannon's side last season. I was ready to be a Shannon girl. I was ready to cheer her on, and this year I think
there's a little bit of emotional instability there, and I'm putting it mildly. Yeah. It's bad. I think she was really hurt by the John Jensen thing, and I know that we're over
Johnny J.
Yeah, we're over that topic, but I think that there are scars that haven't healed. And
from the facelift?
No, from the $75,000
facelift.
She was madly in love with him. And don't you think he's going to regret marrying this bimbo, whatever her name is? Alexis
Bellino.
Don't you think?
You know what? Watching back old OC is one of my favorite pastimes to do. And watching Alexis Bellino try to find the words when she's in an argument is just chef's kiss. It's a good time.
That is funny.
It's just, she's...
I love that. I really do love that.
And also she says one of my favorite lines of all times. She's like, I had to get on Xanax, Lydia. Just always brings me joy. I do love that. That's one of my favorite moments. Yeah. I will say this. I have a level of respect for Tamra because she is one of our founding fathers. You know, Tamra went on national television and she screamed at her husband, I want a fucking divorce. And that's like, we don't have that anymore.
Oh,
you know?
to Simon.
We don't
Okay.
Yes. We don't have that kind of like unfilteredness anymore.
Tamra knows the assignment. She really does. Sometimes she goes overboard, but she's not, you know, she doesn't mince words, and she's not afraid. And so you've got to like that part of it. If not, it would be so boring. I find, you know, what about her quitting? I mean, we knew at the time that it was just this moment. I think everybody has that moment. But she seemed like she couldn't handle everything that was going on. Her face during that dinner, it's like she had given up. You didn't feel that?
She was on the Xanax.
Right, she was on half a Xanax, and she started drinking again. Did you see the size of whatever was in that glass?
When she said it was water?
Oh, my God. First of all, it looked like urine, but like it was a quadruple shot of something or more.
That's water if you use the ice from Sonja Morgan's townhouse.
Which, by the way, you know that it's a...
I saw that. Sober living or whatever.
Living facility. What a great use of the place. What a smart person who purchased it.
I just think whoever purchased it should have turned it into a museum, charge fees. Bravo fans would pay out the wazoo to get to walk through that house as is.
Oh, you're
as
right.
is.
You're right. I hadn't thought of that.
Don't touch a thing in there. Honestly, I don't know why Sonja Morgan didn't do that. She needed to make the money. Open that shit up as a museum.
Yeah, exactly.
It's like people go to New York and they want to see I don't know what museums are there. The Louvre or what's in New York?
The Louvre in New York.
What museums?
The Metropolitan Museum of Art, the Museum of American History.
I don't want to see that.
The Guggenheim.
I don't want to be there.
Okay.
Don't want to be at the Guggenheim. I want to be at the Sonja Morgan Townhouse.
They do have like tours of either places Real Housewives of New York have gone to, and also for Sex in the City.
Sex in the City.
Tour buses, like the restaurants and Budokan and all those places.
You know what I love so much about Sex in the City is that this last season, the final episode, was such a I don't watch Sex in the City and Just Like That at all, but to see all of these people who are longtime fans shit on it felt good. Yeah. I was like, oh, good. I'm happy. I don't know what happened, but I'm happy to see that you're all unhappy with it
because they're such good friends, you know.
Probably,
so
that's what you got to do.
What was the offensive behavior at Heather Dubrow's party is what I want to know.
When?
I don't know. I looked it up and I saw some comments about people behaving. You know what was offensive about Heather Dubrow's party? That it was like a month and a half after her actual birthday.
Yes, and that it was in like an old church.
She would never do a party there.
No.
She would never do a party there. That was so... I mean, look, after so many years of Real Housewives being on, I think they need to understand that this audience is smarter than that. And so you can't just keep doing the same shit. You know, it's got to look a little bit more realistic and consistent with the personality of the person that's throwing the party. It doesn't make any sense, the whole thing.
Do you want to know where I want to have my birthday party? Do you remember Lizzie on Real Housewives of Orange County? Her parents had a beach house. They had a dinner there. It's like 4 stories tall, and constantly people are going out onto the balcony, and then they're going downstairs. They're going upstairs. Shannon Bedore is screaming. Heather Dubrow's like, should we call an ambulance? Do you think she's having a mental break? Like, so much history in that house.
It the
and
house
now people probably live there.
Or you need all those people there?
No, I'm somebody who really loves history. You know, like I love to go
American
to the places.
History.
Yes, that I love to go to the places where I know my founding fathers have been, where the battles have been had.
Yeah.
I love those places. That's like, to me, it's my favorite thing. That, and also places where extreme crimes have happened.
Oh, yeah. God, I love that.
Yeah.
I love that.
Yeah, I do like that. So, listen, Heather Dubrow's party is the most offensive thing there is, just because it's Heather Dubrow's party, and we have to hear about how expensive it is in comparison to the Nobu party. 4 times the amount on the Nobu
It was more
party.
than 4 times the amount of the Nobu party?
That's what they said. 3 or 4 times, yeah.
I don't know. Nobu's really expensive.
They're stupid.
Yeah.
And all she does is wear black,
She leads
and that
with money,
really
and
bothers me.
She's not looking good. You know, I know she prides herself, and she says she hasn't had plastic surgery. She looks like somebody that has had plastic surgery, but not good plastic surgery.
Well, I'm like, look at your husband. He is the walking face of bad plastic surgery. What a terrible advertisement for his business.
God.
Like,
and
his face is
they
so
do this
scary.
Advertising for some champagne body cream. Listen, if you ever had a chance of selling cream, doctor-endorsed creams, the fact that you put the champagne name in it, you lost everybody. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
There is no proven anything, any kind of science that says champagne is good for your skin. So, like, they're just idiots.
Is there anybody out there, and you can let us know in the comments, is there anyone out there who's like a diehard Heather Dubrow fan? Like, I
don't know.
Like person. I am for Kiki, or like I am for Katie. Like, I just feel like, I do think that Heather Dubrow brings in ratings, but I almost feel like it's more like hate watch.
Yeah,
like, I love to hate watch Heather Dubrow.
Course.
I'm grateful for Heather Dubrow, but I don't want anything to do with her.
It's very much like Larsa now, too. I don't think they're ever going to get rid of Larsa. I don't know a single person that likes Larsa. Not one. Do you know one?
No, there are some
really?
people. There are some people in the comments who are all about Queen Larsa. Yeah. Hey, listen, I want to talk about this Biggest Loser documentary because it's making waves, and I don't just mean the people jumping in the pool.
It's so horrible, Ace. I used to watch
that was so
and was
up.
really unaware of the extent of the abuse that those people endured. As a former really fat man at 285.
Yeah. Oh my God. Let me tell you something. When I went back and watched season 1 of Biggest Loser, I was like the 4th heaviest person at camp. Like, they were not that heavy during the first season.
Right.
Like, some girls were up there and she's like, I'm 155 pounds. I'm like, okay. Like, what? Why are you here? I couldn't believe it.
I will tell you one thing. I did always hate Jillian Michaels. She is the person who perpetuated the no pain, no gain that now we know is not the way that you're supposed to do things. And she is just so angry. Why is she so angry?
I'll tell you what, though. Jillian Michaels is probably one of the only personal trainers that I could have for myself.
Oh, no.
Just because I need someone when I'm working out. Like, if I have Bob, I'm going to use and abuse him. I'm going to make him so I don't have to do anything. I'm going to get in his ear. I'm going to make him feel something, you know. Jillian Michaels, I need someone to say, like, you're a fucking loser. No one fucking likes you.
I don't think you respond to negative reinforcement?
When it comes to working out, yes.
Okay. No, that wouldn't work for me. I'd slap the shit out of her. First of all, I don't like women trainers of any kind. So on the Peloton, I will never choose a woman. And 2 more.
You don't
and
like
3
women.
more. And 4 more. And feel the burn. It's like, fucking die. Like, I hate them.
Okay.
I hate them.
Tell Peloton how you really feel.
She has always, I found her really annoying. And today, okay, there is not a single, or at least 90% of physicians and nutritionists and even the functional medicine doctors are saying that GLPs are good for you. 2 GLPs are better for you. 3 GLPs are better for you. They could protect you against heart disease, could protect you against all these things. She is the only person out there saying that shit is terrible for you. Why? Because she wants to be the only skinny person in the world. She wants people to suffer. She wants people to have food noise. I don't like her. She's not a good person.
No, she's terrible. And again, I would totally hire her.
Not me. I can't stand her.
I would totally hire her as my trainer because that's just kind of like what I need in life is someone to just scream
did
at me.
any of those people, like, I haven't completely finished it because then you told me about Mr. and Mrs. Murder, and then I got so into that, but did they sue or did the statute of limitation pass? And they
No, I don't think there was any suing that went on. It was just basically like, hey, now I have this long-term suffering in my life, and it's never gone away. And like Danny, who was the season 8 winner, he's like, look at me, I'm bigger than I've ever been, and it didn't fucking work. But I managed to win.
Get on Ozempic.
And he's like, I got. Get on the Ozempic. You're good
to
go.
Right, because obviously what she taught him didn't work.
He said that when he went to weigh in for the final weigh-in, he's like, there was blood in my urine.
And he's like,
that's how dehydrated I was.
Yeah. They encourage.
And then Tracy.
Drug use.
Tracy season 8 literally died.
Yes.
She died. Yeah. And then they were like, you think you could get back up and go again? She's like, all right, I guess so.
No, and the things that they did of making them like shake and making the camera move, it's really so undignified, Ace. Like, I don't know if you guys haven't watched it, it's worth watching because it was really one of our first forays into reality TV and reality TV competition shows. And it really, talk about like mocking the human condition and just, oh my God, it's today that would never be greenlit today. But the fact that it was greenlit ever talks about our lack of humanity. Seriously.
But also, I mean, did you watch it when it was on?
Yeah, of course.
Oh, my fucking family religiously, we would get our ice cream and watch Biggest Loser while we ate ice cream on our couch, being like, oh, come on, you can't run a mile.
I told you my mom is Chinese Cuban, but like I would say she's more Chinese than anything just because that's such a strong race and they're so ethnocentric, like their cultures and stuff. And my grandparents were like hardcore and they hate fat people. They think it shows a lack of character, which completely ignores all the other aspects of obesity, okay? I have fluctuated in my weight my whole life, like crazy. And when I got pregnant and whatever, and in law school, I eat my feelings. So and my appetite was outrageous. After a while, like I just stopped eating like that. But I knew for a fact, and I knew this, that my mother loved me more when I was 10 pounds less and less when I was 10 pounds more. That's a fact. And I no longer blame her because it's all she knew. We're all a product of our environment. And her parents were assholes, both of them. I had horrible grandparents. And so, that is just the way you think. So my mother would watch it to be like, ugh, look at those people. And I just hated that. I always felt for the fat man because I've always felt like 5 minutes and I can be that. Like I could see how that could happen easily.
Oh, I can absolutely. I mean, I can see how it's happened because I've been there. It's so sad to watch because it was such a normal thing, and also like if you look at the fact that I was 10 years old when this started. And I'm at home watching while eating ice cream, and it was almost like it felt like when you watched it is like, oh, well, you know what? I could be so much worse. I could be these people, and also I think the fact that they call it the Biggest Loser and lose it's tough. But you know what did give me so much hope is that Allison Sweeney, the host, was actually a very good person, and I needed to hear that. Yeah. I needed to hear that.
Yeah, me too. I felt that way about her the whole time. I thought it was just for TV, which it was, but with Bob Harper, he was always nicer. But with Jillian Michael, I think that's how she is in real life. I think that's who she is, and now she's trying to defend herself, and it's like there's no defense. We have it on film.
She didn't check in on Bob when he died.
Yeah. No, she's very, she told somebody, you just made me a millionaire. Or you just made me $1 million. Fuck her. Like
she's
a terrible person. I like
hate
Bob
her.
because I liked him on Traitors. So.
Oh, see, I liked Bob on. Well, I didn't love Bob on Traitors as much, but I liked Bob because I liked him from Biggest Loser.
Like Biggest Loser. You know, I didn't connect the two. So then now that I know it was him, I thought, you know, he wasn't like a great thing on the Traitors. Are you really going to apply for the Traitors? Did you already do it?
I just have to do the video.
Okay. Did you see who the casting company is? Because I might know them.
Yes.
Okay, we'll send it.
Lambert Studios or something.
No way, I'm not doing that because of the bugs. Unless I got paid. I need to do the celebrity version, but nobody thinks I'm a big enough celebrity.
Oh, that's tough. You're too famous for the regulars. You're not famous enough for the...
Isn't that terrible?
Wow. What a struggle. What a life you have to live.
It's so hard. It's so hard.
Though, to walk a mile in your Louboutins.
I don't wear Louboutins.
Wow.
Those are the most uncomfortable shoes. I did have a few pair, and I sold them all on the Real. They are the most uncomfortable shoes in the world. And I rarely wear heels anymore.
I only wear Louboutins.
By the way.
Yeah. Really? You're just flat?
No, not flat. I can't do flat. But just like smaller heels.
I think what's fun about it, watching these things, is just being like, how at one point were we like, God, this is such good television.
I found 0% of it fun to watch this. It was painful for me to watch, and I felt that those people must have PTSD, like if they went to frickin' Afghanistan. Not the same, obviously, that's much worse, but I'm saying in their world, they went there, they put themselves out there. They put themselves out there knowing that people would judge them for being fat. And then on top of that, they were ridiculed and their lives were put, you know, their lives were at stake. That's crazy. Nobody signed up for that.
Oh, and when I say fun, though, I mean, it's interesting to see like how this is something we used to love at the time, and now you watch it and you're like, what the fuck? But the most fucked up thing I think now, watching it all back, is the temptation rooms, where I remember at the time I was like, oh, come on, you don't need to eat the donuts. And now I'm like, that is so fucked up.
Cruel.
These people are there trying to lose weight, and it's like, if you eat any, or I had forgotten about the challenges where it's like, whoever eats the most gets this amount of this amount of weight off.
Yeah.
Right.
Look,
yes.
It's fucking sick, Ace. It's fucking sick. And you see those people smelling the
terrible
stuff. It's like, no. I swear to God, I would have gone there and just shoved everything in my face, like, and then gone, I'm out. And fuck you, and fuck you, and on my serotonin high, I would have told everybody to go fuck themselves.
I would have been crying left and right.
Oh, I would have been.
I would have not died like Tracy did, but I would be air evac'd, much like Vicky when they were at Glamis and she got air evac'd and she couldn't move because she was trying to get sympathy from everybody. Like, that's where I would be. You know, and they're like, nothing's wrong with you, and I'm like, oh, I'm pretty sure I'm dead, and they're like, you're like totally fine.
Like dramatic. See, I always think nothing is wrong.
Very.
Nothing is wrong. I'm fine.
That's my wife.
I could be gushing blood out of
Caitlin
every orifice, and I'd be like, it's fine, I'm fine.
I always say, like, if Caitlin fell from a 3-story building and broke both of her legs, just don't look at her. Like, she's embarrassed.
Right.
Like, she's so embarrassed by that. Like, don't look at her. Don't ask her if she's okay. If I trip off of something,
like a 1-inch thing,
skim my knee, I want everybody to know about it. I want the attention from everybody. I want the sympathy from everybody. Get me a fucking card.
Which is why she doesn't want attention for it, because she's got to deal with your pathetic ass. You know what I mean? It's like, I don't have time to deal with my very real wounds and injuries because my husband is out there being a girl about, you know.
Yep. Everything.
Pinprick.
I'm not being a girl about it. I'm being a boy about it, because boys are little bitches. Girls are tough. Girls are tough. Listen, I will say this. I am a little bitch about pretty much everything. Everything hurts me, and I do love the attention. That's because I'm the youngest of 6. You know, I got 5 older sisters. No one paid attention to me. The only time I got attention was if I was hurt. And even then, they were like, get the fuck up. And I'm like, well, I promise it's really broken this time.
You were the boy who cried wolf. so bad.
Oh, all the time. Yeah. I can literally remember when I was growing up, like doing gymnastics and like kind of tweaking something and like crying and looking around to make sure like someone was paying attention.
Was anybody paying attention? No. Okay.
No. And then I'd just keep crying until finally it was like, get over here.
Okay.
Give me some attention. Yeah. Okay, really quick, Mr. So you heard me talk about Mr. and Mrs. Death.
This is the thing. How many episodes were there? 4 or 5? 4.
I think it's 4.
Last night, I binged watched it, but when I got to
the whole thing,
except for the last 30 minutes of 4. So
okay. It is so good. I don't want to ruin it for people, but just know that like people who say they're your friend are not your fucking friend. Like, number fucking 1. Number 2, there is nothing I want more in life than to have people like detectives come to me and be like, hey, we want you to wear a wire. That's my dream. I want to wear a wire so bad.
I thought it was funny that he suggested going through the metal detector at the courthouse. That was kind of smart.
I thought that was terrifying, and I thought it was so smart of them to call the court ahead and be like, hey, you got to pass her through no matter what.
Just tell them, like, listen, just pretend she's got nothing. So
my God,
how crazy do you think Kathy is?
Which one's
wife,
Kathy?
The mother of Ash what's his name?
I don't remember anyone's names, but Kathy's the one that we see in the thing.
Kathy is the one who narrates a lot of it. The one that was married to Brian.
Yes. I don't think she's crazy at all. I think she's my fucking girl. I love her.
She's a little loony.
I love her so much.
Is she still married to that Rocky, or did he already leave her? I didn't.
No, I don't think they're together anymore.
I wouldn't. I would have run.
No. Listen, I didn't take any notes during it, but I just know it's a fucking incredible story. Your friends are not your friends. Don't trust anybody. Don't even trust your spouse.
No. I mean, listen.
If Ken tells me that he's taking you duck hunting...
No, exactly.
I'm worried.
And if anything ever happens to me, then know that he is the first... I mean, it's always the husband or always the wife.
Right. Yeah.
It's so crazy. It's so crazy.
I fear that if ever something happened to my wife, they'd be like, God, like the husband was just so over the top with the crying. I'm like, no, that's just how I am. I cry and I look like Kim Kardashian. Speaking of, I need to give the biggest shout out
to Kim Kardashian
of all times. No, God, no. This is from a user named Max Hearn 503 on YouTube. Okay. He said, and this, I laughed out loud when I read this. Every time Larsa opens her mouth, I feel like I'm watching the extended warranty on a Kardashian expire.
Oh, Max. That's good. Keep it coming, Max.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Get that tattooed on my lower back, because that was good. I loved that.
I'm excited about next week. Not next week, this week's episode. Oops, sorry.
Oh, goodness. I want to give people another recommendation, too. Something to watch. And you as well. It's called Stalking Samantha, and it's this guy stalks her for like 13
I didn't see it, but
years.
I'm
Yes.
gonna watch it.
You got to watch it. It's insane. And what's the craziest part about the entire story is not what happened to her. It's how resilient she is, because I don't have an ounce of resiliency in me.
I mean, there are some things that you don't even have to say. We know.
Right. I know. Yes. Like, I can't even imagine. Like, and I'm like, she is just so calm.
Because you decide what are hysterics good for? Nothing. I am one of those people that I
would think that if somebody kidnapped me and I was hysterical, I think they would return me.
No, they'll kill you just to shut you up. Listen, when Beba was 2 years old, her and Kathy, they're 11 months apart, were in the garage like Robert was working out, and they were on something called a Versa climber. I don't know if you remember. It goes like this. And so Kathy pulled down, and Beba's finger, she was 2 years old, was in the thing. And I came out of the shower, and there was blood everywhere. And I grabbed Beba, and I took her and her pinky finger separately to the emergency room. I wrapped it in ice, and I took it to the emergency room where they reattached it. Later, I fucking fell apart. But it wasn't until she had seen a hand surgeon that after they reattached it, they pinched it and she screamed, which meant that the nerves had regenerated. At that point, I was a fucking mess. Good for nobody. But until then, I was on. Look at your face.
Oh, my God. No, when Louie scratched her head in Hawaii, the entire car ride to the hospital, I was just like... What if she's like, what if there's like brain damage or something? Like, I'm just like so scared. But I will say this: there are
shut the fuck up. Relax.
She was like, yeah, she was like, she's gonna be fine. She's gonna be fine. I'm like, I don't know if she's gonna be fine. I made Caitlin sit in the back with her because I was like, make sure she doesn't fall asleep. Like, I'm scared she's gonna like have a concussion. And she can't fall asleep. Like, I don't know shit about anything. But I was terrified. And I will tell you, though, there are times where I will surprise you. And I do come out very, very strong. Because, when we had to drop our son off for the very last time, when he was moving from our placement to another placement.
Which son? Beans or Wells?
Beans, yeah. So when we lost Beans... And he went to go live with a different family member of his, I somehow held it together because I knew Caitlin needed to lose it. And she doesn't ever have to lose it, but she needed to lose it. So she lost it in the car ride home. I managed to make a joke and make her laugh. And I was like, and even afterwards, like a couple days later, I was like, that was pretty cool, wasn't it? Like I held it together once. I don't even remember now. I don't even remember. But I just was like, I think I said like, it was like very quiet. And I was like, well, never doing that again.
It was just you and her?
Just me and her.
Geez, that must have been so hard.
I didn't want anyone else there for that. Like, I just felt like if we're losing our son, I don't want anyone else involved in this. And you know what's really sad? And I feel like it was the right decision. I didn't tell any of my family. I let them say goodbye without knowing that we were losing him, and so I just wanted them to have like a good time with him. No one got mad. I think everyone respected it. I don't know if they necessarily appreciated it or not.
Nobody was hurting more than you and Caitlin.
Right, and so we did that alone. And I mean, still to this day, when we have to drive by that Jack in the Box, it's still just like emotional. But there are times that I actually have it together. Actually, I remember we were at a doctor's appointment to find out. It was just Caitlin was pregnant with Louie, and I got a text in the waiting room saying that the judge had made her final decision and that he wasn't going to be with us anymore. And I was like, I can't tell her right now. So I had to hold it in. And then on the drive home, I randomly turned into this neighborhood and like drove way back in the neighborhood. And that's when I told her, because I was like, I don't want you to associate anything that we see all the time with this news, because every time we drive by it, you're going to feel that.
And did it affect her? I mean, obviously affected her, but the pregnancy and stuff, you weren't worried about that?
No, she's tough, because there was something I was going to do. We were going to lose him like that. She's very tough. She's very tough. And so that's why, like, whenever she's like in a tough moment, I will step up, because I'm like, I have to in that moment. But for the most part, I don't. For the most part, I don't.
Yeah.
Yes. Except for when it's really needed.
Yeah. So. Oh my God, Ace. No,
sorry
it's
to bring
not.
it down
it's
at
just,
the end here.
No,
wow.
You know what? That's real. This is why, people can understand that we don't give a fuck about Masoud and his like jet and his little lawsuits, because real life happens to people like us,
Yeah, there's real things happening in the world, okay? Sorry that your shriveled up butthole is offended.
By the way, I also thought it was funny.
Ass.
Let me tell you, I gave Stephanie too much credit, and I've been, you're like, what's wrong with you? What's happening? But first of all, obviously the whole thing of doodling his name and whatever, but the fact that she keeps posting passive-aggressive shit, and I'm the first one in the office, and I'm this, and I'm whatever, and I'm such, like leaning into being this like bad bitch boss babe that, I don't know. I just feel that people who are that don't need to prove that they are that constantly, And so,
right. And the amount of rules, even on the after show, she doubled down on the rules and was like, I have all of these rules.
About the rules.
We have
again.
alligator countertops. I'm like, what the fuck is an alligator countertop?
And why do you need that? Why do
Like,
you need to kill an alligator for your countertops? You know?
Yeah. Well, you know what? I don't fuck with an alligator.
Exactly. But like, look, I don't care. I'm not. I wear leather and I eat meat. Not very often, but I do. But again, it's just there's so much to prove, and I understand. Like, I understand. I would sue us too, actually. If somebody's trying to clear.
Oh, well, we don't say sue. I would file suit.
No, but
I just think that the whole thing is stupid.
No, but I'm saying, like, if you want to cover, if that is that important to you, more important than anything, then yeah, of course, you're going to attack anybody that makes people doubt. But the thing is that we haven't done that. People doubted already. People already knew. It's like somebody said, imagine getting things that are available to everyone in the public records and talking about it on a show called Reality Court. The goal, it's like, whatever. Anyway, I am excited.
I think it's my smarts that intimidate them.
I do too.
I think they're like, okay, he's a Yale graduate. He went to Brown, Harvard,
you were on
Stanford.
Law Review.
Oh, Law Review.
You don't know what that is?
Yes. No, I did the bar. I've done pro bono. I've done habeas corpus. I've done it all. And I think that's why they're scared.
Which is why you saying we're going to be sued carries so much weight based on everything you just said.
Yeah.
You bend and snap.
Thank you, guys. Thank you. A lot of honestly, habeas corpus just comes from Legally Blonde. That's the only reason I know it. So, all right, guys, listen, thank you so much for being here with us today. Go and leave us a 5-star review, nothing less than. If Max Hearn wants to comment
Please,
again,
Max,
we're open because that really did kill us. Thank you to everyone who said you liked my molester glasses. I did appreciate that. And also thank you to the one person who said they can't stand Anna. I was like, finally.
Oh my God, yes.
Finally.
Did I responded to that person, didn't
You did. You said yes. Yeah,
I
did respond.
I said
so
that's
I was like,
so weird
thank
because
God,
it's
finally.
normally Ace.
Yes.
Yeah. I've tried,
So
but
I appreciate
hate
that. Thank
her
you.
Or something. It's like, okay, Marisol, relax.
Thank you. Shout out to that. So 5-star review, nothing less than. Only say nice things about us. Also, you can find our GoFundMe to pay for our legals defense at gofundme.com/reality court.
Yeah.
Yes, legal defense fund.
Because we will pay our lawyers.
And that's that.
We will.
Oh,
yeah.
Yeah, we will. So
Friday, we are coming back with the recap of this week's episode, which looks really good from the clip.
We got fighting.
We got a lot of fighting. And actually,
I'm very excited about that.
I actually stood up for Alexia in that clip. I don't know if you saw my thing.
Oh.
Yeah, because Stephanie just outright lying. And so, no. So.
Oh, but we don't. You're lying? I hope Alexia files suit.
Yeah, of course. Of course. She needs to do that immediately. Maybe Todd can do it for her.
All right, guys. Well, my private jet is double parked, so I got to get out of here. I'm taking the dog to the groomer. We love you guys so much. Thank you for being here. As always, thank you, Anna. Thank you, Herdat. Thank you, Pat, and your beautiful Kohl's outfit you're going to wear to court. And as always, thank you, Beyonce.
Bye.
Goodbye.